Welcome to the Music Matters More podcast. Today, we welcome on San Diego's underground Trill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro.
Trill, sorry.
You're good, bro.
My lovely co-host Bishop. How you doing today, brother?
What it do, bro?
We're just gonna kick this off. Listen, brother, we kind of start off the podcast the same way every time, and then we kind of just go into based off of conversation and go from there.
I got you, brother.
How long have you been making music for?
So, really, I've been making music since, like, when I started taking it serious was after, like, X passed away. So, like, really, I want to say, like, starting in August.
Okay.
Like, because, like, that's when I went back into school and everything.
August
and,
of what year?
2018.
Okay.
So, like, when he passed, because, like, that really affected me because, like, it was in the summer. So, like, I had a really hard time in the summer because I really look up to him as an idol. And I didn't really realize that till he's gone.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. And at that time, I was really doing videography and photography at my school. And it was like, it was a cool passion that I had. Like, I really liked it and everything. Like, I was getting a lot of clients and everything. Like, you feel me? But I don't know. After that happened, like, it was kind of like calling to me a bit. Cause, like, at the end of the day, I really had like a deep love with music. Like, music has always been a part of me. It's always been a part of like secretly has always been a part of me. Like, I realized that in my day-to-day life, I cannot go a day without listening to something. You feel me? Like, cause like, bro, I wake up listening to music. Like, in my car listening to music. Like, everywhere I'm at, even at my job, I'm listening to music, bro. Like, I can't go a day without it. Like, I'm always caught up on something. So, yeah.
Who's your favorite artist to listen to, like on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, it's kind of just like a mix. Like, you just got so many people dropping like a bunch of cool shit nowadays. So, like, really, it's kind of what I caught by ear. So, like, right now, Ian, in the underground right now, like, I'll start off like this because, like, I listen to all types of music and everything. So, like, in the underground, I'll say right now, Ian, Sofego, like, really a lot because I've implemented a lot of my sound from him a bit. So, like, I've listened to a lot of Sofego to the point where, like, I kind of did a couple of his flows in my songs, like, sung, like, damn near, like him a bit. And I'm just like, oh, like, I can kind of reach to his voice levels and everything. Because, mind you, like, I have not sung before. You feel me? Even, like, when I dropped Linkin Park,
Great song, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, bro. Linkin Park, I it's tough because at the end of the day, I really do love that song. It's just kind of hard to listen to because in that process of making Linkin Park, dude, I was really like just down bad. Like, I had like so much going around on around that time to the point where, like, I didn't want to say I was losing it, but I was kind of almost losing myself a bit. Like, I'm like, dude, like, what should I do? So, like, how, people have their own reasons of making music. My reason of making music is kind of like my escape. You feel me? Like, people smoke to not be in this world, to be out in a whole separate realm or anything. Like, that's how I kind of see music. Music is like a drug a bit to me, So, like, when I do it and everything, I don't do it like simultaneously, but like when I do get that feeling and everything, when I want to make something happen, I'm going to make it happen right then and there. Like, it just depends on how I'm feeling right there. So when I made Linkin Park, I was feeling any and every type of emotion to the point where, like, you don't hear it in a song because I had to just make sure, just so no one like calls me on it. But I was like, bro, I was bawling my eyes out like towards like the end of the bit where I was like, it's like a hurricane inside my room. Like, bro, I was crying right there, dead eyes. Like, I was fucking like broken, bro. But I was pouring my heart out, bro. So, like, I kind of find it cool how, like, people really like that song when, like, they don't even know what really was going on behind the scenes of making that song. So, like, it really, like, it's a really a lot of appreciation to me, So, yeah, like, I don't know. It's just a lot of things that, like, tie into, like, how I make my music and everything. It's just, like, I'm just very versatile with it, you feel me? Like, but, yeah, Linkin Park, I will say, is, like, one of my best things right now. And surprisingly, it is, like, because, like, I'm trying to rebrand my name and everything. I'm trying to rebrand my sound. So, like, it's kind of, like, hard, doing that kind of, like, straying away from that sound because right now, like, it's a good sound and everything, and I can promote it very well. But what I'm trying to go for and everything in the underground, they're not really gonna like tune into that right now. So like, yeah, it'll be a good song for my catalog. If someone were to check me out and everything, they hear that, they'll be like, oh, damn, this dude's crazy. Like, I didn't know it was like that. They'll probably hear like, a song I just dropped right now, Toxic Love, Well Written. Like, that's like a kind of like an intro into how I enter the underground and everything. Like, it's even on my Instagram profile. Like, I kind of use it as like a resume type of song, like kind of like an introduction to myself. Like, basically, allow me to reintroduce myself, basically. So, yeah.
It's awesome.
How many songs do you think you've made since 2018?
Dude, a lot. Like, I won't lie, I made a lot of features. And I'm not saying I regret making those features. Those features, like every song that I make, I always take it as like a learning stone. No matter how it does and everything, I'm always gonna look past it and figure out what's gonna be the next best drop. You feel me? So, I will say, like maybe like in the vault, like, or just like all together, like vault and drop.
I'll say both.
Both. I want to say like at least 350 and more. Like, and like there could be a mixed thought about that. There could be people that be like, damn, that's a lot, or there could be people like, that's not bad. But I mean, in my eyes, it's pretty good, decent amount compared to other people. Because mind you, I like Juice WRLD, for example, bro. Like when he passed away, dude, do you hear how many songs, unreleased songs he had?
Yeah, he had a lot.
He had a lot, like 1,000 and more.
No, he didn't.
No,
18K.
Are you serious?
18,000. Yeah. There was 18,000 songs. They said that like there was 6,000 that were usable, but there was above like 18,000. They even had a hard drive that they lost that had even more. They lost it at one of the airports or
I
something.
remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
dude, that's because
he made, when he was doing Death Race for Love, I'm sorry to go off track a little bit, but when he was doing Death Race for Love, he made a couple songs with Benny Blanco.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that even with like Graduation, the song he did with him, he did 6 different takes throughout the whole song and just told them to pick whatever.
I remember that. I remember because he talked about it and he was telling somebody like, yeah, like when dude made this song, he just did like you were saying, this 6 different takes and like just went back to him and was like, hey,
pick one. Yep.
Like, which one's the best one? I'm like, dude, yeah. That's why I like RIP Juice, bro. Shout out to Juice because like
I love him.
Yeah, that's a true legend. Like, I'm not gonna lie, between X or Juice, I'm just more idly attached to X because like I feel like he really started everything off. But right after him was Juice, so that's why I kind of give a lot of praise to Juice because bro, his musical talent is just amazing, bro. Like his diversity is just unmatched, dude. Like I'm not gonna hold like in all and everything. Like Juice WRLD was that dude. Like freestyling wise and everything. Like and having 18,000 songs, dude. Like that's what I'm talking. That's longevity.
Unheard songs.
Unheard.
I mean, it's kind of crappy just for the label in general. For them, I mean, they said that they're gonna cool it on releasing a lot of the songs too, but it's like because they're just picking from whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like they're trying to force the album essentially, and it's just like it's not even fair because it's like you're sitting there and it's like, would he have wanted this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
at the end of the day, it's just like it's business. But in some people's eyes, in common sense like eyes, like people who look in the deeper side of music instead of just seeing what's on like the storefront or whatever. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah,
it's really like jacked up. I'm not gonna hold you like, and especially even they're doing the same thing at X. Like like not as much as like.
Well, they juiced X.
They juiced the hell out of X, and it made me sad. Like I'm not gonna lie, and like I blame his mom for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Really.
Yeah. I feel like his I feel like his mom is like really behind that, just like milking the hell out of him. But it's like, and trying to cover up in a way where it's like showing like trying to show love to her son or whatever, just like trying to like let his name be heard. But in my eyes, it's like you're saying that, but really, dude, you're milking him. Let him rest. We will be the ones to remember him. I promise you. There will be X fans out there that remember them till they die.
Yeah.
let us do that. Just live, accept what happened and everything. I think it's also another thing to like accept about what happened. Like, you know, around that time it was tough. Like I remember seeing that shit happen. I was devastated, bro. Me and my homies were crying. Like it was a jacked up moment. It was something you would never expect.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't cry. I cried for Mac. I didn't cry for X, and I definitely cried for Juice.
I'll be honest. I cried for X. Mac was just so unexpected.
Yeah.
It was very like Mac. I was just speechless. I was so speechless because number one, it was around my birthday too. Like, I think it was like September 4th or something. He passed. My birthday was 2 days after. So like, even around that time, I was still thinking like, dude, damn, Mac is gone. Like, there's no.
I just kept blaming Ariana. I was like, you fucking went to Pete.
I feel bad for her. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad. I get it. People are gonna feel how they feel, but I do feel bad for her, bro. Like, cause you gotta understand how she feels.
Bro, that was like low key. I don't know what she was doing. Sometimes I feel like the industry is just doing whatever. Like she was doing whatever. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes, but it was definitely like literally he died a month after they broke up.
Yeah.
Like or a month after he found out she was dating Pete Davidson, and then all of a sudden, she got engaged, and then that was like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But you know, speaking of Juice and all those people, because he was one of the best freestylers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's easier to freestyle or easier to write?
Okay, so it depends, because there's people like I know that are talentedly like freestylers, like they can just go off top of the dome. But then you have people like me that are kind of like 50-50. Like when I do make music, how I really comfortably make music is that I do one takes. Like I just be doing like just takes. If I didn't like a take, cool, just redo it again. If that worked, okay, move on to the next one. Like I'll do takes. So like there is a difference in takes and freestyling, but that's how I do my music process. But you know, I'm more of a writer too. Like
are you talking about like takes, like punching
like
in?
punching in,
Okay.
yeah. Like punching in like every now and then. Basically, all I do is just punches on my songs. But you know, I also write too sometimes. If it's a song like Linkin Park, if it's a song very like I need to get this off my chest, but I don't know how to get the words out, so I'm gonna write it down. That's when I'll like write it down. But if it's something where like I hear a beat and I can just go crazy right then and there, I expect some magic for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's hard, like when it comes to making like a song like that where you do have to express yourself? Like when it comes to finding the words like that, how do you?
No, I mean, it's a mixed emotion type of thing. Like it depends on how you're feeling. You know, like I said with Linkin Park, I was feeling any and every emotion, but the really thing I was feeling was just sadness. Like I was just so sad. I was so heartburned. I was bawling my eyes out, but I was able to make it happen right there. But if you were to ask me if I can redo Linkin Park again, I can't, because I have to feel that emotion in order for the song to work. But since I don't feel that no more, since I'm basically like healed from everything, bro, like like I said, if you ask me to make a song like that again, I probably won't be able to.
Yeah.
So Linkin Park is probably gonna be one of them gems, like one of them ones where it's like I probably won't be able to get this out of me again unless like something happens in my life, God forbid. But you know, but yeah, like Linkin Park's a special one for sure.
Are you religious at all?
Yeah, I'm close with God and everything. I'm not gonna lie, and my whole family they're Christian.
Okay.
And I won't lie, like I used to be heavy in Christianity, and like I think some stuff that happened in my life took me away from Christianity a bit. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but I kind of like was pushed away from it a bit. But since like a lot of things happened last year, 2024, I was so lost and so confused on what I want to do in the time being for myself in the future. Like I was that lost, and then like it just kind of helped me get closer to God. Kind of reading the Bible a bit, kind of like seeing biblical quotes now and then on Instagram. Like I'll kind of look at that and it's kind of relate to it a bit, you know. So it kind of helped me get closer to Him. Like even like my Instagram one, Galatians 1:10. I don't know word for word, but I know it's basically telling me, like just telling me that whatever you're doing should only be for an audience of one, and that's God. You feel me? You should not, whatever you're doing right now should not be for the audience that you're looking for. Do it for God. Because if you do it for God, I promise you're going to do it for yourself. Everything will fall apart.
I only bring that up because there's, you know what I'm saying? As long as you don't have your own relationship with God, it's not like you have to be forced into one thing or another. I mean, I have
Yeah.
my own relationship with God. I don't go to
Mhm.
church. There's
Mhm.
just certain
I
weird,
don't.
certain things that, you know what I'm saying, I don't believe in within the churches.
Mhm.
But I mean, it is a good type for praise and doing whatever the case. But
Mhm. And I'm honestly, I'm kind of glad you mentioned that too, because like there's people that do go to church and everything. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't.
yeah,
I respect you for actually going, because like you're honestly doing better than me. I personally feel like I should go, but the only thing that's holding me back from going is because like I immediately know if I'm going, that Holy Spirit's touching me, bro. Like I'm gonna like, bro, that they're gonna find me. They're gonna find me, or they're gonna try to find a way to cure me. But I think another part of me is like, I have like I shouldn't even be like shouldn't have to like prepare myself. I should just go do it.
yeah.
But like I think it's just another part of me is like, just hold on, take deep breaths, then go do it. But I think like it's always like for anybody else who is trying, it's always best to just do it. Just do it. If you're thinking about it too much, do it. I'm just, I'm just different. But if I were preaching to anybody else, do it. Because even in that way, even if I tell somebody to do it and I see them do it, it might motivate me to be like, oh, okay, I should go do it. So
I just love how you brought up scripture because I mean, even within the amount of artists that we've interviewed, it's just like they're either going down like a spirituality path or whatever
mhm.
the case, and everybody should have their own belief,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
But it's like majority of the time, even people who are believing in
Sorry.
spirituality and whatever the case, they always go like, "Oh, in God's timing," or "Glory to God," and da da da. Da. And it's like I feel like it all kind of ties in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
so. It's whatever you believe in, but
yeah.
I mean, just the fact that you brought up scripture is really cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Out of all the songs you've made this far, which one of them is your favorite?
Hmm. Good question. Mm, even though I don't like it, I will say Linkin Park, because honestly,
You did.
no, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. As much as I say I don't like it, that is still like one of my best songs. I could clearly say like, yeah, I did my stuff on there.
Yeah.
I can say I did my stuff on there, because I would have said Slytherin. Slytherin is like a cool thing, a cool little song I did. If anybody hasn't heard it or anything, Slytherin is basically kind of like a Playboy Cardi, Evo Jordan type of vibe. Like you can kind of hear it in the beat too, but it's just sampled off of that and just made crazier. So I ended up hopping on that and everything. And it's a crazy song. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's just the only reason why I wouldn't say it's like my top favorite or anything. Because even around that time, like just a lot of bad stuff were happening. Like that's why I was saying, like even like certain songs I have certain attachments to those songs. So Southern, like I was just like, it was just a really bad time. And like, it's like I hate to say it's a song I want to forget about, because if I hear it or something, it's gonna bring me back to those times. But it's still a cool song too. I feel like anybody who wants to see the music video or anything, like go give it a listen, go turn it up. It's crazy, But like I said, I'm always moving on from anything I drop, because like I said, I always take my songs as like learning stepping stones to whoever's gonna be the next best drop. Because any of these songs can blow. Any of these songs can blow. But I'm trying my best to not put out so much, because that's also draining my creativity. Like I want to be able to still be able to be creative. I don't want to. I don't want to stop making music. I wish I could make music forever. Like it's really a part of me. Like I just love doing it. Like I don't know. Like it's really like I said, it's really a drug. Like I always find a lot of peace in doing that. I always have my ups and downs, man. Like there's times when I want to crash out making songs and everything, but like I knew I really loved music. At the end of the day, no matter how many times I've dealt with that, like just trying to crash out over that shit, I still do it. That's when I know I'm like, yeah, I'm really in this. Because there's a lot of people to where they'll get to a point where they're done. They will literally drop that dream that they have thought of, like dreamed about and everything. But I'm one of those people where it's like, no matter what's going on in my life, I always have that spark. Like I always have that spark of what I want to do, what I want to achieve and everything. I think that's what separates me from a lot of people. Yeah.
If you were to do a performance and you were the headliner, who would you want to open up for you?
Who would you want?
That's a good
That's a good
question.
question. Who I want to open up for me? Honestly, like just a lot of underground artists that's popping up right now. I can already think of the two people. Honestly, and it's only because I personally know them, and y'all probably don't know that they're underground artists, but like I'm only gonna mention them because like I have personal connections to both of them. One of them is Yseg. Yseg, shout out, bro. So, bro. Yseg, he's a producer in Atlanta. And he produces for like Dirtball, whole bunch of Atlanta artists like that are popping up right now. Like he produces for them and everything. And bro, like has been on a mission ever since like I met him. Like not met him, we haven't met each other in person yet. You know, one day I hope we do. If God ever puts us on that path where we meet, I hope we turn up. But we met on Xbox, honestly. And like,
Fire.
yeah, you feel me? Like cool way to connect. But we met on Xbox. And we would play games from time to time, but he was busy. You always say he's busy. He's always say he's working. But I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Little did I know, like that dude was producing for them people. And I'm like, no, he's doing good and everything. But I'm like, damn, but like he's giving a lot of his time away. Like, why? I wasn't really seeing the vision, but I was so tuned in. I'm like curious. And he proved a lot to me. Like he showed me like that, like he like what he was doing it for a reason. Now, bro's up. Like he's up in Atlanta. A lot like if people hear the name out there, like they know what's up. Like he's that type of guy. Like and he's a chill dude. But like just know like when he's working, he's working. That dude barely has time for like any free time. Like even like on his Instagram lives, bro is always producing. That's dedication to work, and that's why I respect him for it and everything. And that's also like I hope like one day we do cross paths and meet because like I want to like really show him what I can do on his beats and everything. And I mean like we made a song before. It's called Monopoly, and I've dropped it, but I took it off because like think music comes and goes, and like at the same time I want my library, my catalog to kind of like represent something. So like there's certain songs that I've dropped that I've taken down that I'm like, and like this could be like a song that like if someone did hear this and they had the song, make an archive page about me. I could like care less. But yeah, why I say like if you hear the name, just know bro, it's like he's gonna be a generational goat. Like he's still on his way. He's still learning, but he's popping right now. And like I'm very, very proud of him. Like that's always gonna be bro. But other than that, we got him and another Atlanta artist that I'm familiar with. It's called Southside Silhouette. And the reason why I'm familiar with him is because I actually went to school with bro. And him and I fell off and everything. But like I said, like I'm honestly very proud of where he's at right now because like he went off the radar for a second. In my eyes, he went off the radar. And like, yeah, we fell off, but like I'm always thinking about people from time to time, like, oh, how's this person doing? How's this person doing? Him, he was really off the radar for me. I just didn't know where the hell he was at. Cause before, like, he was making music under Flu Man. And like, bro, like in his music, even before was like banging. So he was off the radar until I found him under the name Southside Silhouette. And I checked out his music and like at first I was confused. I was like, damn, this is not the sound like that you used to be on. Like, what you doing? Like, I was confused. Then again, like, one of those things, like in due time, like everything worked out perfectly for him. Cause now like his name started popping up everywhere for me. And I'm like, oh damn, bro. So this is what you've been doing. Kind of same situation like YSA, bro. Like those are people who've been working like under the radar. And like when you see two of the people that you personally know do something like that, it kind of helps you and shows you, okay, what am I doing wrong so I can get on their level?
Yeah.
You feel me? And like they both show me like ways that I can like really put myself and my music out there in the underground scene. You feel me? So, but Southside, yeah, bro. Like when you hear the name, bro, go tune into the music. So, bro. Like, yeah, like we don't talk anymore or anything, but like, I'm not gonna act like he's a stranger. I'm not like I will never act like he's a stranger. He can be like that towards me. That's totally fine. But like, if you come to me like and you talk to me, yeah, like I know, bro. Bro used to be at my house. Like when he when he used to be out here for schooling. Like he moved to Atlanta, and then from there, like that's when I noticed he's been more on his music shit. And then when he came back out here, yeah, bro was at my crib for a bit, and we just chopped it up for a bit, just catching up and everything. And we just had like a day, cause like, you know, I was cool with him and everything. But after that, like I just haven't heard from him or nothing. Like we just basically fell off. And then next thing I know, Brody's popping in the underground. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, thank you. Cause I needed to see somebody that I personally know to be in there for me to be okay, what did he do? So I could do it.
What do you feel like is one thing that you need to work on personally to grow as an artist?
Marketing. 100%
I feel like
marketing.
That's a lot with everybody.
Yeah. And like I'm saying, like it just marketing can be done in so many ways. So many ways. But it depends on what route you're taking. So like, you know, there's different marketing strategies for West Coast. There's different marketing strategies for underground, country. Like it's how you really kind of present yourself at the same time. So with me, like making music is easy, but marketing it, putting it out, that's the hard part. But I always like a challenge. So I'm always anything I drop, I'm always trying to figure out how to promote this. And if it doesn't do well in the promotion, okay, learn from it. So I don't make that same mistake on the next drop. I can make the next drop go crazier in organic streams, not botted. You cannot bot your shit nowadays. Like you honestly shouldn't. But it's kind of hard because you don't have to bot yourself. Someone else can bot your shit. Like someone else can grab your song off your streaming place, putting in like on a website, try to tell them, oh, generate this much streams and I'll pay you this. And we'll mess up somebody else's account. So it's not just someone like them doing it to their own songs. Someone else can do it to your songs. So yeah, be aware of that for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely been abused lately, just with like everyone, whether it's fake streams, fake likes, fake followers, whatever the case. It's just like, you know, anybody can do that for, you know, a little bit to play a part or doing whatever. But even Instagram is really cracking down on a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of websites. Twitter is cracking down on a lot of that stuff. SoundCloud is cracking down on a lot of that stuff. And it's like, in reality, it's like, go and play a show. See how many tickets you sell, because you could have X amount of followers and then all of a sudden throw up a link to a show, and then you go and you're posting an Instagram video of your performance and there's 12 people standing in front of you. Anyways, what is the least amount of people you performed in front of, and what's the highest amount of people you performed in front of?
Honestly, I only had one performance, and it's with somebody that, you know, I can't really speak on them no more, but I always still got love for bro. I'm not gonna mention him like that. But I did perform with somebody, my first ever performance, and it wasn't even my song, it was his song, but I featured on it. I ain't gonna hold you, I didn't even like my feature.
Really?
I did not. And like, and pretty much a lot of other people didn't either. I don't blame them. But like, I only just took the opportunity to just see how I would do on stage. You feel me? So, I don't want to get off topic or anything, but even in that crowd, I'll say like, it was a decent amount, like maybe 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
Like, not good, decent underground amount. But even when my part came on, although it was not the best feature, it was how I performed it.
Yeah.
It was how I performed it. Like I was giving off the energy. Cause even when my homie performed, I was talking to a couple of people and they told me that he looked shy. And I was like, oh shit. But he was like, but you came in like on energy or some shit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but he had the harder part. So that's what kind of like stuck out to me a bit. It was like, oh damn. Like there's a way to really perform. Like when you want to if you want to perform your music and everything, you really have to like mentally and physically prepare. Because anything can happen on stage. You're live. So, like, with me, if I ever perform again, because that was my only ever performance ever, and like I kind of told myself I'm not ready. I am I can take on a stage presence and go crazy. You feel me? Like that's nothing to me. I've done that in my childhood before, like for like musicals at school or whatever, whoop-de whoop. But taking on like that stage presence and everything, like, you know, it's a lot of like preparing.
Yeah.
Like you gotta really mentally, physically prepare yourself. Mentally, kind of just getting your mind right. So when you get on stage, you're not stage fright, nervous, or anything. And physically, so where you're on stage and you're not gassed the hell out,
Running out of breath.
running out of breath, and you're doing hella movement and everything like woo, but you got all these songs to perform and everything, so you're kind of burning your energy on one song, and then you got all these other songs to do. So it's like it's a lot to performing. That's why I kind of told myself, like when I'm ready, I'll be ready. Like I know I'll put on a show, but like I gotta really get my mind and body right in order to perform. So if anybody's looking for a performance out of me right now, they're not gonna get it yet. Cause like right now I'm still in the rebranding stage of my sound and everything. And like it will, it will take time, but I'm not even worried about time or anything or like when I'm gonna blow up or anything. Like I feel like you got something to say.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. You are very good, and you're 21, and I'm 25. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
people that you could be mysterious and doing whatever the hell and da 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 and like waiting for that one special moment, but
Nah.
you have good enough music to where it is. I mean, right now, bro, I'm sitting on literally like it's over 250, but 250 that are ready to go, I can just drop
Yeah, you can
whenever. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm also focusing on other things, and I keep saying that to myself, but it is also just dropping. You need to just get it out there because you have ready to go songs that are there. And it is true. Like any one of those could blow up, like, and that could be your life-changing moment, and you could get there before 25. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25, and even when I was 20 and I'm sitting there looking at people that are 22, I was like, man, why do they do that? Even when I was 18, I was like, there's people blowing up at 18. Why can't I do it?
And I hear you, bro, because like I'm even the same way. I'm even looking at people like younger than me blowing up. I'm like, damn, what are you doing that I'm not doing? So like even for you, for your music and everything, don't stop, bro. Because like I even tell you, like people I've seen in the underground so far, like Anicia, for example. I don't know if you heard of her. Like she's like a light skinned like artist right now in the underground. Cool as hell. But bro, I did not know she was like up there. She was like about to be in her 30s.
Oh, really?
And she's just not popping. I'm like, damn. I'm like 21 over here. Like, you know what I mean? So like I agree with you and I hear you when like, don't wait on the moment. Basically create that moment.
Comparison is the thief of joy. My sister tells me that quote a lot, and it's a big quote, but my sister tells me that a lot, and you really shouldn't do that, but you also shouldn't dwell on your own music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's awesome that you're honest about the whole marketing thing, because trust me, almost every single artist that we've interviewed, they say the same thing. The music is easy. It's the marketing that gets there.
And honestly, because of a lot of people that came on this podcast and like talked about it, I can kind of give them a little bit of insight to help them a bit. Cause like I haven't tried these yet, but I know for sure like they can help me get somewhere if I really put like all my apples into one basket, I guess. But playlisting campaigns, try to look into those. And when I mean by playlisting campaigns, that you really gotta like look for the ones that are matching your sound, your music, so that way you can throw your songs into that playlisting and start getting organic traction or organic streams, or campaigns where like Spotify, SoundCloud, they have their own campaigns where you can run it on like their sites or anything. Like if you were to go to Spotify, you see like new releases from like this one artist, like perfect example right here. I just looked at bro not too long ago. Do you recognize the name K2IC?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I went to school with him too. And I was cool with him and everything, but him and I had a fallout too. But like, again, I respect bro and what he's doing right now because he's doing it big. You know what I mean. But looking at him, like him for example, like his marketing is crazy. Honestly, like he has the push for it. Like he doesn't really have to make the best song. It's like the marketing that's doing it for him. And I won't lie, I'm pretty sure his family is helping him too with that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, dude, you have like the best like marketing skills right now, like coming from your peoples and everything. If they're willing to do that for you, take advantage of that. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause me, I'm a lone wolf. I don't got nobody putting in that time and an amount of effort for me. I don't have a team like that. But you got him that he has his own team of people that are willing to help him like put him out and everything. And the reason why I mentioned him is because on Spotify I noticed like he dropped something new. It's like Deja Vu, cool song. But I seen it popped up on Spotify. I was like, I don't even follow him. I don't even follow his Spotify account. And I looked at it and it even said like follow, like tap to follow. I'm like, well, why did he pop up on my thing? Why did he show up on my Spotify? But like, again, I'm thinking of it as like a business aspect of like, dude, he's probably getting a lot of reach doing this. And I know it's not the only thing he's doing, but it's something I caught.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people, when it comes to like all these music streaming platforms, the main ones I think of is Apple and Spotify. So when you see people promoting like that, you might want to hop on that train, like kind of just figuring out how to really push shit out on those main platforms instead of kind of using social media a bit. And social media is like a big thing. Like you can use social media for marketing as well. Hella reels. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't even think this is getting off topic. It's kind of getting to a different topic under the topic. Instagram reels. I won't lie. It's a 50-50 with Instagram reels. It just depends on the type of image you got, how you present yourself, and you know, like basically like what are you on the social media for? Are you an artist or are you an actual influencer? And there's a reason why I keep those separate is because when artists are doing reels, artists are doing Instagram reels, their main objective at the end of the day is trying to get people to tap into them and tap into their music. When you see an artist doing an Instagram reel for like their music and everything. But I will say it could get difficult because me personally, I can look at that and say, this is not an artist, this is just a social media influencer. And just look at you as a social media influencer. When you don't want to be looked at as that, you want to be looked at as an artist, like in a real, like I make music, come tap into my stuff. I promise you I won't disappoint. You want to reach people like that. You want to reach people like, oh, I'm just here to make you laugh. I don't want that. Me personally, I don't want that. I want people to look at myself and be like, oh, damn, his music is hard. Let me tap in real quick. So that's why I say like Instagram Reels is 50-50 because you really are trying to present yourself as an artist. But in a lot of people's eyes, they might see you as just a social media influencer. You do not want that. So just kind of be mindful when it comes to Instagram Reels because the reason why I say that is I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm saying it's just a 50-50. It's just how you do it. Because I have people like DZ, or not DZ, my fault. I messed up his rap name, but D Bands. That dude has been putting consistent work on Instagram Reels. Like I've seen, bro, like algorithm increase like crazy. Like I've seen his following and everything increase like crazy because he does Instagram Reels daily. And like how he does is that he's putting out content about his music 1 time a day or 3 times a day. But he was cooking last year in the summer. Like I pay attention. Like I don't like people don't think I pay attention. I pay attention. Like he was cooking, and I just noticed his Instagram following just going up, and boom, he's hitting like within a year he went from 10K to 20K. And then starting this year, his music listening on Spotify went from like 5,000 to 20K. Damn, bro. Like, but that's the thing. He was consistently putting in work. Every day I was seeing that man on Instagram. And like, you know, it did bring me mixed emotions. I'm like, dude, like personally, I was just like, dude, I don't think you should be like putting out a lot of yourself like that. So, because I didn't want people to see him as an Instagram influencer. Because like I had homies posting his videos and like laughing, like not like at him, but like, you know, because like he's posting it in the context and laughing at the context and everything. But like even like when people posting, I'll be like, oh yeah, like that's the bro. Like he makes music, tap in, whoop de whoop. And they'll even tell me like, oh, like I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a song or whatever and everything. So like things like that, you gotta really kind of look at. You gotta really like gotta understand how people want to view you. So yeah, and like D Bands and another brother, RJ, I've seen his algorithm grow like crazy with Instagram Reels because he's in there, and him is another cool example is because he started off at the bottom. Like he had like 500 followers. You feel me? and then for a year start consistently putting in that work, all of a sudden he's at my following now. He's at 2,000 followers and up, and like he's getting a lot more engagement and everything. So yeah, like those are two perfect examples of like if you really want to do Instagram Reels, it's just that consistency, how you represent yourself. What are you doing?
Yeah, because I think there's the only reason why I've always struggled with reels is just because as well, like I don't want to go too far off the beaten path of who I am as a person, because it's like you could go the cringe route and be doing whatever everybody else is doing, but it's also like, you know what I'm saying? But has your family always supported your music?
Yeah, but like I don't want to make it a big thing to them. You know, only reason why is because the route I'm taking, personally, I feel is dangerous. And the only reason why I say that is because, like, you know, stuff that's happening in the industry, you know, people dying and everything, like, or families being put in jeopardy, you know, or like, you know, how they did Pop Smoke up in LA, bro. Like, I'll be damned if anything happened to my family over music. I'll be damned if anything happened to them. So what I try to do is I try to keep my music life and my personal life separate. So I always keep Trill and Tires About Lazy B Jr. separate. So like, if I'm in like a setting or whatever, like kind of like in the area in a place, and like let's say like family, like if I'm like with like my homie's family or whatever, I'm gonna introduce myself as Ty. You know, because it's a more personal setting. It's more like, you know, they want to get close to me as a person, not as an artist. So I'm gonna introduce myself as Ty. Now, if I'm in a more music business setting, I'm gonna introduce myself as Trill. Like in this area, like in the podcast, how I introduce y'all to y'all as Trill. But also like, cause I was telling you, you know, before we had this and everything, like I was texting like, hey, like, do you want me to come earlier? So like, instead of introducing myself as a artist first, I want to introduce myself as just like, you know, just me.
Yeah.
Like a regular person. Cause like Trill, I'm not gonna say Trill is like a high, like it's my high ego. It's just like when you see me in Trill form or whatever, like that's just me just like in like just enjoying life, kind of being high off life. Like that's how I see Trill. Trill is like high off life type of person. Like, you know, he's just enjoying it to the fullest. Where Trill is kind of more like based on family and everything. Like just always making sure my personal life is personal and it stays personal and separate. Because the moment you get the music life and your personal life mixed up, you're just gonna create a lot of nonsense. You're gonna create a lot of nonsense in the future, and you do not want that. Like, there's time, like I have people following me on Instagram, and it's kind of hard to really like support them, and because like it'd be other artists, like it'd be other artists following me and everything, and I'll be like, oh, like what you do? Let me see the music you type of, you know, I'll check them out basically, and then from there you look at their page, and it's not really. It don't really look serious. They kind of like got like their music stuff up, but then they got like a post with grandma or something, or like they got like their like family birthday or something. Like it's just too much mixed up personal and business life. So like when I use my Instagram or whatever, I have like I have my main account, and probably soon I'll make like a personal. But right now I have my main account, but I use it for music and business. So like it's kind of hard having family on there and everything. So that's probably like another reason why I'm gonna make like a personal for them and everything. So I can, you know, post personally on there. But when it comes to like music, that's like post music, post business, like, you know, you gotta really learn how to separate those two factors. Cause I promise you it will help you if you're really trying to take it seriously.
Well, yeah, not only that, that's why I literally just revamped my Instagram, because Instagram last year changed their algorithm like 3 times.
So they
and it's like, I mean, they changed it so much, but
they did.
Like with all of the personal posts and stuff like that, they're making sure that Instagram accounts are actually targeted towards niches. So it's like, even that my page right now was supposed to be my artist page, and then it just got, you know what I'm saying? It got caught up. I started putting live stuff out there, and then it was like, it was both. But, you know, I was seeing engagement, but and then once it's like, okay, it got to the point I was posting more life than music. And then when I would post something for music, Instagram wouldn't push it because it's used to me pushing my life stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to kind of reformat the Instagram. And then ever since if you, so this is something as well that the CEO of Instagram released, but if you, let's just say you did want to revamp your Instagram and you archived some of your old posts,
Okay.
Instagram still sees those as posts. So if you have anything in your archive, you have to delete them from your archive. So I just reposted them on my first Instagram that I ever had. But
But
when you do that and you empty your archive, that's when your algorithm starts changing again. So a lot of people don't know that, and they just think that they can post whatever and do whatever. But it's like,
nah, I didn't even. I might, because I know I got stuff archived,
and it's out there. Like the CEO is making these reels and showing you how to grow your Instagram. So it's not like people are oblivious to the fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's out there. You have to take that time and energy to go look into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, do you, on your Instagram profile, do you have it as like a business account? You know how you can,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
So if you click the insights, I'll show you later. I'll show you after
yeah.
but it shows you right there, and it'll show you how to, you know what I'm saying, grow your stuff, what you need to do. But yeah, I just thought that was funny because it was right there in front of me, and I never even knew until I saw a YouTube video of where to find all that stuff.
I literally feel like I just learned something new. Like literally after this, I might go clean up my stuff a little more. Cause like I literally till this day, I'm cleaning up my Instagram. Like even for example, bro, tagging, like your taggings, bro. Be careful with that. Like I feel like a lot of people are not really aware of their taggings. Be aware of your taggings, because even there's like accounts that sometimes tag me that I'm not knowing they're tagging me, so I'll look at it. Or until I look at it. Yeah, be aware of that, because people do look at taggings. Like I'll go to an Instagram page and I'll look at who's tagging you, see if you real deal or just like just a regular person or something. So like I had to like, hide my profile from certain taggings and everything, or remove myself from certain taggings. So like if people were to tap in on that, they would see like a music post posting me, or like a music account posting me, or like this music networking page posting me. So it's like just those accounts or anything, nothing really personal.
If you had to think of one piece of advice that you've got from another artist or creative that has helped you excel in your music career, what do you think it's been?
How to start your business. And so Speedy for LA. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I haven't conversation with him. I know about he's still active to this day. But I will say him alongside my dad were the people that taught me how to start a business. And like I could go to full detail about that, but like I feel like if you want to start a business, do some research first. Like you can listen to somebody, but do some research, because like it depends on what you're trying to start. You're trying to start a corporation, you're trying to start an LLC. There's a whole lot that ties into that. So like really start your business, because the number one thing why is because taxes play into part. But like I said, I'm not going to get into all of that because that's going to be a whole nother conversation. But if you're smart and you understand what I'm talking about, like or just off the bat, then you're getting somewhere. But yeah, I will say like starting your business, like making sure your business is on file for your music and everything, so you can start making money off that. I will say another advice too: BMI, ASCAP, get that. Not a lot of people understand that. Till this day, we're just so funny. It's honestly so funny. Get your BMI, get your ASCAP if you want to get paid. If you want to get paid for your streams and everything.
What distribution service do you use?
DistroKid. DistroKid, I really like because, it's pretty well known. It's been on for a minute. And it's pretty easy to use. I used to use United Masters before, but I had like a little bit of issue with like the support and everything, and like my distribution with them. And like I just kind of dropped it with them. I was like, it's not gonna work out. So I went to DistroKid.
Like what people don't understand is I was at DistroKid before I started the label and everything, but what people don't understand is DistroKid is not bad. But it is the people that don't know about getting their BMI and getting their ASCAP and getting their licensing and you know what I'm saying? Because they don't, they're only earning off
Off
the
a distro. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Thank you.
yeah,
See, so
yeah.
we're right there.
You
We're
know,
right there.
and it's like that's not the bad part, but DistroKid gets such a bad name because you're earning literally like to the cent. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, like, bro, I can even go on my Discord right now and I'm like,
You get sad.
Yeah, you get no, for real. Like you get there, you're like, what am I even doing this for?
Yeah.
Like you just get butthurt about it. But if you're really tuned into music and you're smart about it and you really like this is your passion, like this is something you want to like, even through ups and downs, you want to like understand it and make sure you're doing it right. Yeah, register your songs. Register your songs because not only you're getting paid for it, but just to make sure no one else is stealing your stuff.
Yeah.
Like people can steal money like off your streams and everything. So you really gotta be careful with that. So yeah, that's BMI and I have a BMI. BMI is cool. BMI ASCAP either or works. You don't have to go for both. One or the other is fine. But BMI is personally go for it because that's just the main one I hear a lot. Even like my uncle DJ K9, so DJ K9. He was the one that put me on the BMI. So I was like, all right, guess I gotta do it. Cause when I first met him and everything, he didn't even have to ask I do music. He already knew, just of like based off my image and everything. And not even like he was DJing at the time at a family function. So I showed him my song and he played the song at the function. And everybody was, and mind you, like, my family not all my family knows I do music. So it was kind of funny seeing them all like vibing to my song, not knowing it's me. And then my uncle DJ K9, he's bobbing, like he's just like he's messing with Slither and he was messing with it. He was like, dude, this is no way, this is you. This is no way, this is you. And he was like, dude, you are giving me an ATL Gunna flow. And it's crazy because you are in Southern California, in Inland Empire, in Hemet, California. What are you doing out here?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, dude, I love it out here. Like, honestly, because like my dad, my father, he ended up going to Atlanta. So if I were to end up going out there, I low-key felt like I would have made a bigger name for myself in music. But because I'm so like, I'm a Cali kid. I love California. Like, yeah, it's expensive as hell. Don't get me wrong. But like, just can't go wrong with the weather, But I'm a Cali kid. Like,
And the women. Huh? I said, and the women.
Oh my God. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah. I mean, no, because like,
I mean, if we're talking about her in Atlanta.
No, Atlanta, no, Atlanta, please, no.
There's no Georgia peaches. It's not what you think it is. Trust me, I've seen all parts of the country. All right, you know what I'm saying? We got it. Arizona got some baddies too. I'm not gonna lie, and all the dudes are ugly. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a dub.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. No, he's not wrong.
It's like no competition out there. You go out there.
I feel bad because I like.
You can make some shit shake easily out there.
You can, like, even like a dude like me. If I were to like step foot in Arizona, bro, like it's just a bad idea. I don't want to be out there. Like
I'm a 7 in California. I'm a 10 in Arizona.
It's one of those, bro. It's one of those. But I'm not gonna lie, like, because you was talking about the women out here, bro. No, the women in Florida, bro, are different.
Really?
Yes, yes, bro.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, the 95% aren't even from here.
And they're not. Yeah.
Oh, bro. Because I only went to
where we need to go. Colombia.
I'm so down. Oh my God. Been. Are you one of them? Yeah. Yeah. You ain't gotta say a word.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
Sound like you already had a good experience.
I have fun.
Have you ever been close to quitting? And
Yes.
What has brought you back?
Yes, I have been close to quitting. I actually quit. I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually did. Like I straight up fully like went on my Snapchat. I was like, I'm done doing music. Like I'm done. But because I was around that was after I graduated. No. That was during quarantine 2020. Cause dude, obviously that was just like a really crappy year. And like I just kind of lost my momentum for music. So I just told everybody I was quitting. But in that time that I said I was gonna quit, I literally kept going over the homie's house because the homie at the time he was a producer and engineer, R&B artist. He was making his music and everything. And mind you, like I said, R&B artist, so he has a voice. But the one thing about him was working with him, he didn't realize it because he wasn't really teaching me. Like he wasn't really like working on my vocals like, oh, like me, 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 me. I'm like, he wasn't doing all that. We were just making music. Yeah. Like, we were doing like vocal practice or anything. Like, I don't think he noticed. Like, the more I've been in that same room with him, making music and listening to him, I started catching on to how he was singing and everything. So when I started kind of hopping on his wave and doing music with him, making songs with him, he kind of noticed like the evolution. Like, cause it took me a year. Cause like, remind you, I didn't sing. I could not sing before. It took that year of making music with him and everything, just being in that room with him. It took me a year to really come out with the voice, like really perfect my voice. And like to a point where I shocked myself. I didn't know I could I didn't know I could sing like that. I didn't know I could get my voice to that like high end. I didn't know I could do all that, bro. But yeah, if you're in the same room with somebody that's musically like talented and you want to, get to where he wants to be or be better, like you're gonna learn from them.
Well, not only that, it applies to like everything because being around successful people and driven people or anybody that has a specific talent, if you're in the same room with them, your chances of succeeding goes up by 15%. Fun fact.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Look
yeah,
it up.
You learn. Yeah, bro. I'm learning a lot.
If you're around shitty people, non-driven people, it goes down by like 30 to 50.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. And literally all it takes is driven. Like you have to be, that's not just music, you have to be mind driven. You have to know what you're doing, basically. So I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Like, yeah. So
you don't have to agree.
You don't know, you have to agree. Just know it.
It's
a fact.
Google it.
But yeah, no, being in that room with him, I was just learning a lot. Learning, like, fixing up my evolution of sound, because once I came back into making music and everything, my sound sounded way better. Way better, bro.
Do you feel like you've come close to curating your voice completely?
Yes.
Okay.
Many times. But, like, I feel like anytime I feel like I'm getting close, it extends.
Yeah. You switch it up a bit or try something.
It's like that process extends now once I feel like I'm getting closer. And it's like I'm not mad at it. I just feel like I can do more. I can bring more to the table if I just have the right equipment, the right material. Like, just give me all that. Yeah.
We said this earlier, but
I know you're
without you know what I'm saying. We normally ask this too, like what interface you use and what mic do you use. Before you tell them, because I'm gonna ask you that now that you brought it up. What did I tell you? What did I think your interface was?
Bro, I forgot the name. I'm not gonna lie, I did forget the name of it.
I thought he was recording on an Apollo because his voice sounded so good just off of the recording. So it really doesn't matter about the equipment you have and what you have, as long as you are able to make you know what I'm saying? Use it to your best advantage and make your voice, learn how to make your voice or whatever. Actually learning how to use the equipment you have, you know, essentially. Like,
And I'm honestly, I do remember you saying Apollo, because I was telling you, Apollo is actually a really good, and don't get me wrong, it's a really good interface, but like, it's not something you need to make your voice sound better. It's just a better interface for how you maneuver and everything.
So what mic and what interface do you have?
Yeah, so with the microphone I've been using for a minute. I'm just very comfortable with it and everything, because like it just matches my versatility in how I do music. It's the NT1 5th gen, and the reason why I use that one is it's just very really good compression on my voice. Like I feel like I have a raspy nasal in a way, but I can like reach to certain standards that you wouldn't expect. So that microphone right there really kind of worked with that, because I don't do just singing, I rap too. And melodic rap is becoming a big thing, since Until Japan came out with his shit. Like, melodic rap became such a big thing, that's a good microphone to use for sure for that aspect. Yeah.
Interface?
No microphone like the NT1.
No, I know, but
Oh, interface. Focusrite.
Yeah.
The one that everybody be shitting on. Yeah, I wish you would shit on it because I'm the one that's fucking making bangers on it. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, bro. People, because it's funny. People been shitting on the Focusrite lately. Like, it'll be like little memes on Instagram being like, oh, if you see this at like a studio session, don't expect nothing bigger, nothing. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know, honestly, like with the way that all equipment has been changing recently, though, it's just like you can realistically, it's getting so much better that you don't need the expensive equipment. You know, it's like
you literally, like that's why it's tough to watch people. Like, it's cool to be in a big studio, you know, for scenery and everything, look like you popping, you're doing something. But it's another thing to work it too. That's why I really like my home studio better than making music, because like it's all, for me, it's all, you know, it's easy and simple. It's 1, 2, 3, let me make a song. Like, it's all there for me. When in the studio, you know, you have to deal with all this equipment. You gotta turn this on, you gotta turn that on, you gotta go around in here. Like, you gotta, like, it's so much to kind of work with a bit. Unless, you know, you're really entitled to like producing and engineering, maybe, you know, that's for you. You can work that very well. You know, that's a good skill to have. It's just not for everybody.
if you had to leave any artist or creative with one piece of advice, what would you leave them with?
If this is something you really want to do, like, I'm talking like you would spend countless hours, you would go through hell and back, like you would really put all your like eggs into one basket for music, for this one dream. What I really would like, the advice I would give is to really invest in yourself first. Invest in yourself first, because once you do that, you invest into your sound, you invest into your body, your mind, and everything, how you really present yourself, everything else will fall apart. Because once you invest into yourself, after that, start building your team. And me personally, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in my rebranding stage again, because I rebranded so many times. So in my rebranding stage to reach the underground sound, I'm building my own team. And I'm starting off with a photographer and a producer. Because producer, I just need, you know, just make my idea of what I want to come to life. So when I hop on it, boom, I go to that photographer, that videographer, we shoot some shit for it, get some content out and everything. All I need is those two people. Once I get those two people and you get shit going in motion and you start getting, like, seeing your algorithm going up, start extending your team. Now you could work on getting like maybe a manager if you want to help manage your shit. Me personally, manage your shit yourself. Don't find another manager. Manage your shit yourself, because you're in control of your own shit instead of letting somebody else be in control of your own shit.
Yeah. I've had that before, and I ended up having to teach the manager how to manage. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. If you got to teach a manager how to manage your shit, you don't need a manager.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He wasn't a manager beforehand. It was just something.
You was just yeah. And also
you made him into
nah. You need to in this realm, you want to find somebody that knows how to. If you want to look for a manager, look for somebody who got a bachelor's degree in that.
Yeah.
Like, dead ass, like, if you want to look for somebody like that, look for somebody with like a paper telling you they know how to do this. But me personally, manage your own shit. But in the extension team, manager, in the extension team, I'll probably add 2 more people. It's a manager and a marketing specialist. And what I mean by that, a market specialist, is that they know exactly how to market your shit. Like, once you give them that song, they're going to tell you the marketing strategy and they're going to go with it. Like, because once you have those 4 people in lock, after you invested into yourself, once you can invest into those 4 people, sure, you better be ready for everything and anything that comes your way. Because like at that point, it's green light. It's green light in what you want to do. And when I mean by green light is like you start, like, the time starts ticking into your music career. Like how long you're gonna go. Because that's when you're consistently dropping. You're consistently putting yourself out and everything. Like that's why it's kind of hard for me to do it now. But I feel like if I had a team, oh yeah, it's on a cracking. But definitely will say like, because I see people trying to do groups and everything out here, like trying to be doing groups. The reason why that's going to be very, very difficult is because not everybody's going to be on the same page. You feel me? Everybody in that, let's say like there's a group of 5. There's always going to be something going on in that group, like whether it's miscommunication or people are just not on the same level. There's always something that's not going to be working out if y'all are not on the same page about the same thing of what y'all are doing. If you got like 5 people in that group doing all different music genres, it's not going to work out, because now you got to find a team for each individual music genre, because you can't reach them all. You got to do it in singular ways. Unless you're versatile, you want to reach it all, good luck. But it's always best to start off in one genre first, then branch out. Yeah. Like me personally, like I got the talent. Like I wish I could really branch out. I wish I could still, drop whatever I feel and make it blow up. But no, like if you really want to be strategic and have a big IQ, because I have a huge IQ, like anything I drop is a strategy. It's not like, oh, I'm dropping this, go mess with this. Like, I hope it blows me up. No, it's just strategy. Like, people think I'm dropping just to drop it. No, I'm dropping because I'm learning something. Like, give me a second, because there's going to be something bigger next time I drop. You feel me? So, yeah, really build your team within yourself and only yourself. So, when you build your team, me personally, start off with photographer, videographer, someone who can capture those moments. Producer, engineer, someone who can give you the beats or like help you record and everything if you don't know how to do it. After those 2, once you get everything consistently going, manager, marketing specialist. And then boom, you're basically on a crack. And you can even go on for it. You can have like a show promoter or like a writer or something, But like, I feel like those don't have to really be a part of the team. Those can really come and go. I feel like you just need 4 main people to really invest in, so they can invest back into you. 100%.
Trill, it's been a pleasure having you, brother. Where
Yes,
can
sir.
the people find you?
Dude, honestly, find me on Instagram, aka fuck Trill. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, like I feel like I'm really most hated, but at the same time, like that's just like internet talk. Like if you really know me in person, if you really know me in real life, I'm a really cool dude. I'm a really genuine, really just a genuine hearted person. I'm not gonna let my ego take over me. Like I would never let my ego take over me. I'm not an egotistic person. Like how I am is how you gonna see me. So don't be afraid to approach me. Don't be afraid to say what's up. Like, But yeah, follow me, fuck Trill. Find my music on all platforms, Trill, TRXLL. You feel me? I'll try to drop some more stuff soon, but just tune into the stuff I got right now. I promise you I won't disappoint. I can never disappoint. Never, never, never.
Awesome. Well, brother, pleasure having you on, like I said.
I bless you. Thank
Bishop?
you, brother.
We out, bro.
Later, guys.
Later.